We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Houston Texans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're under.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full.
Where are they, team? One.
Mariota on first down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
That's the way you fly.
That's a gain of 3.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
I'm coming after you.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Come on.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
This is Deontay Foreman, a man who missed nearly all of 2018. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Second and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Check Mike 45.
All right, D.
Check.
On play action, Haskins. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Check it back, check it back. Three. Right there, 54, right there, 54, right.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Three. One.
Under 10. Box shot.
Now on second and 16, Mariota, and he's got his tight end Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Second and 10 now. Haskins. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Play action. Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. It's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Throwing now. Haskins on first down. Going for it all. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Mariota now to throw on first down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. It's complete to Fuller. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run on first down. Foreman. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. This complete to Jones. 7 yards there and a first down. Haskins now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. First carry here for Tywan Jones. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Third down. Here's Haskins. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Check.
On first down, Foreman. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. On second down, here's Haskins. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Haskins on third down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
You ready? You ready?
At their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. To throw Mariota. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Check 51. Check 52.
On third down, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Chandler Jones, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And he uncorks a beauty, best of the day. On the return is Jones. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Texans will take over with a first and 10. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C., and the Redskins there out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 38, Haskins. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fuller. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Haskins will keep it on the sneak. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This time, Haskins will look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin White, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Mike 54. Mike 54. We want this.
To try again after the sack. Haskins. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go. Jim. Three. Delta.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
I don't even know why this team showed up. 45 is the mark. 6-man. Check girls, check girls.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And it's a touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mariota. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know them.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Haskins. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 21. No. Check Mike 21. Be a long day for you.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Over the middle, complete. That's Fuller. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This is taken at the 10. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field.
He's got daylight. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 77 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check, check. Fresno. Fresno. Fresno.
Now Foreman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check Mike 21. So don't say nothing. Hey, check.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And an alley to run. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Gay is on for the point after. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the run. They're running.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller.
Let's go, let's go.
And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
Check safety, check safety.
First down.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a pickup of 6.
Second turn, defense, let's go.
43-yard line.
Hey, check.
On 2nd down and 4. Haskins throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller.
Let's go.
Complete to Will Fuller.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. On first down, Foreman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
2nd down, Haskins. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Here I come again. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
They'll run on first down. Foreman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
And it brings up 3rd down.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Haskins on the keeper, and he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Let him know. Let him know. SOS. You ain't going nowhere.
Here's Foreman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Being chased out left. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Switch it. Showing up. Shift.
They'll go with Foreman. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play. Something
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Reuben Foster in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Watch the boot. One.
Now Mariota. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Vic Beasley. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jones. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Rush in. Come on, it's 54. Me and you all day.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down now, Foreman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
You got three down. Check nine.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Again, it's Foreman. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. After the run by Foreman, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Slam. Okay.
Action. A little flare. Check.
On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
That's trash.
They'll run with Foreman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Space to run past the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Let's go. Check. Watch 54. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball, defense.
On 1st down, Foreman. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On 2nd down, Foreman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the